Awesome. So thanks for taking time out of your Wednesday night, guys, to jump on and just really recap a little bit about what we've done on Friday, and just so we're all on the same page, sort of moving forward. Um, and yeah, it was just really to get people in that are going to be organising the events for the regions, just so we know 100% what's going on and everyone's committed and ready to go for that. I think everyone's really pumped at the ideas that were shared, and to have a monthly get together, whether it be an op meeting or a taster party or a meetup or whatever you want to call it. I just think it's the best thing we can possibly do for our community in New Zealand. And thank you guys so much for all jumping on to be a part of that. Really respect you a lot for going out of your way to do that and say, yes, like let's really change the face of this company in New Zealand. And yeah, so let's just smash it. And so just for everyone, obviously we're all here on Friday going through. I'm really excited to see all these different meetings pop up. And I guess the intention is that, we can really concentrate on our own area. And it was awesome, Gabby, talking about the tour of duty. And I just really want to put some praise there, because that's awesome. Doing 33 events across 25 days is a freaking massive effort. And I also see the power of what can happen with stuff like that is also we can spread ourselves so thin. And where this plays into it is that giving people the time to really concentrate and know that there is that meeting and every single month at the same time, and give people the time to really grow that area. There's no reason why there can't be 200 to 300 people at a Auckland or Wellington or a rural meeting. And it's not to say that you can't go to other ones. Sure, go and do what you like. But it's about really looking after the regions where we live and really making them as strong as possible for the whole community moving forward. That's what I see the biggest advantage of this, and having people being able to say, yeah, hey, look, we're keen to work with the people in our area and make the event as big as possible is just bloody fantastic. So that's what I'm really excited for. I'm really excited to send people to all of your guys' events. I'm really excited to just absolutely pump up Taranaki and just really get things smashing. So all you guys feel comfortable inviting people along to my home, as well as me sending people along to your homes. So I'll just get into things real quickly and then you can jump off mute. I only want this call to be like 20, 30 minutes. I think everyone's pretty clued up. We're all just raring to go. Just responsibilities really quickly. Just be 100% in. If you're on this call, you're obviously 100% in for these monthly meetings. And I think like everyone just put up your hand if you're like 100% in. If you're not 100% in, like if you're 100% in, chuck up your hand. If you're not 100% in, that's also okay, but please just make that known. But I think the thing is like, it's not just the 1 month and then, oh, yeah, well, next month we'll see what happens. It's like we need to really cement ourselves as top leaders and like really push this first 12 months. It's probably going to be really hard. It's probably going to be really hard at times to create that community and culture in our own regions for a good solid 12 months. It's going to be hard. But I know that with that comes a whole lot of excitement, comes a whole lot of new people coming in, and giving them a place to go every single month is so awesome. And being in great communication with everyone is just going to make that so much easier. Yeah, so everyone's in, everyone's 100% in, and just know that responsibility means, yeah, it is. Think of it like this. I like to think of it as if you can plan over this next sort of 6 weeks or whatever we've got left for the year to, if you can, try and get a meeting or a taster or an opportunity meeting or whatever in before the end of the year to really set yourself up. That was one thing Shelley challenged me on today, because I sort of said, hey, we got like the Christmas party coming up, but that's more of a social gathering for anyone who wants to come along to it, and you're all more than welcome to come along. But she really challenged me to have an event where we can invite new people in for the end of the year. So that's what I'm going to take up, that challenge, and put something on. I already know Tauranga has got an event planned for next week or the week after. I know Auckland's already got a couple of events planned for the next couple of months. And guys, it's just really coming together awesomely. So love to hear about your events coming up just when I open the lines up, which is really cool to see just happening already, excitement, which is really cool. And I just put a note down, mix it up, doesn't have to be formal, just has to be advertised to the community. I think that's the most important things about really all of us doing this together, is not that it has to be some big presentation all the time. It could just be a social gathering at someone's house where you show a few videos or just share your stories or whatever. As long as new people are coming and it's an open invite that's advertised in that Isagenix ANZ page and on the Events New Zealand One Team page. I think that's really good. And I know sometimes that can be hard. Like I've often created events and just completely forgotten about putting it up everywhere. But I know that with those two pages that we have, the Events New Zealand and the Isagenix ANZ events page, there's really no excuses to get it out there and advertise it in those pages. So anyone from ANZ can send people along to our awesome events. So and I guess that's a big responsibility, is actually getting it out there. And as team coordinators, I guess, and as regional coordinators, just got to be really in communication with everyone in those sort of small executive groups in our own regions to really just pump it out there and get those invites happening. And like obviously if no one sees it, then no one sees it. So it's up to us to advertise those monthly meetings and make them as awesome as possible. Shelley also reminded me that if you're running an op meeting style, being like a Super Saturday or a opportunity meeting, to make sure you register your event. The instructions are on the Isagenix ANZ events page. The flyer, the cover photo, is the instructions for how to register your event. Please do, because I know they send out like a 30-day pack for, I think it's like op meetings, and then a premium pack for Super Saturdays or something like that. I think Shelley, maybe you can just clarify just a little bit on that. But that's amazing. Like, it's getting free products just for getting things we're doing anyway. Okay, so that's massive for people who are coming along and new people who are coming along. And I think really make that for new people coming along to these events, and if they're getting some products to take away. I think that, or even our customers and everything like that, it just makes that community so much stronger. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't always have to be this really over-the-top serious opportunity meeting, but I really like what Gabby said in one of her pieces. I think it was on the panel. She watches Peter Kelly's why piece like at least every month or once or twice a month. And I actually took that away and I went and sat down and watched it. And Peter Kelly talked about when they got Wellness Wednesday going, and it took a while, it took a while to get going, but when they get in 200 to 300 people at the Wellness Wednesday, every couple of weeks or whatever, it's just a massive thing that people go along to and be part of that community. And they didn't even have corporate send them out free products or anything like that. So I just think how lucky we are to get those free products sent out to us. And so please utilize that events website process and register your events. But yeah, that is pretty much all I had to say, guys. Is just like, thank you again for just being so like putting it out there and being responsible for your region and having one of those monthly meetings. And I'm not gonna chase anyone and say like, hey, what's happening to this region? Have you got your meeting up or anything like? Guys, that's all our own responsibilities. And I think it's just have the integrity to really go get it. Like go get that and create that for our communities. We all want it. And yeah, so Gabs, I think you just jumped on after I was talking about your tour of duty and everything like that. And I was just saying, like, it's absolutely awesome, and I just want to give you praise for doing that. And I'd love, and the biggest thing is that I just want to see you pump out that home environment. And imagine having a meeting monthly where there's 200 to 300 people getting in front of Gabby from all walks of life across New Zealand. Like, I know she wants that, and she'll still get round and come to everyone's events and everything like that. But it just takes the stress off having to organise 33 events in 25 days, because you've got a whole team of people that you can count on to, if you know anyone in that region, you can get them along and know that it's going to be an absolutely awesome meeting. So, that is pretty much all from me, guys. So I was just going to open the floor, and just people can hear about what events you got planned or anything like that. As I was saying before, I know Auckland's already got a couple planned for months in advance. We're going to have one for December, and we're going to have one moving forward, so every month after that. But Calvin, I'll shut up now and you guys can talk.
Calvin, can I just make a suggestion that you just say the region and the person's name and that we go in order, just to keep it quick, instead of volunteering?
Yeah, good idea. I'll go from my screen. So, Alice, you're top left on my screen, so
you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay, amazing. So thanks. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Calvin. Coming back from UAA was an awesome opportunity to connect with the people who were there from UAA and the regional leaders who weren't. And Sarah Cavan is on the call, which is really amazing. So Sarah and I have been talking. We've got our first probably holistic wellness / opportunity meeting we're going to put together the first 2 weeks of December in Wellington. We're just securing a venue. Sarah's got access to really amazing, it's the Hutt Valley Chamber of Commerce rooms, which we can get. Oh, do you want to go off mute, Sarah? Okay, so it's just a nice central venue. So for people who are travelling from Wellington or from Wellington North can also go there, and Petone, Lower Hutt as well. So as soon as I've got the date secure for that, we'll be promoting it. Everybody was keen to, like in the region, people have got things planned, but I think the most important thing was that we stay connected as a group, and that we support each other, and that we have at least a minimum of one event per month going through the whole year. And Sarah and I are likely to do this meeting at the Hutt Valley each month as a touch point if we don't have another meeting planned. So cool. I'm taking responsibility for looking after that for the whole year.
Yeah, and just understand, Alice, like it doesn't have to be you at the Hutt Valley thing every single week. It could just be a tasting party in someone's house. Yep. It's just that, and you go, oh, it's at such and such's house. That's it. You put it out there, and that's what's advertised. So,
and we, last year when we did, so last year, towards the beginning of last year, end of the year before, when we did do a regular meeting each month, Vaughan and I, what we noticed as well is there are months where we have corporate events, say like in February of celebration, or January have New Year kickoff. So I think as long as we have something within the, say, 3 to 4 week period, might even be 2 and 4 weeks kind of thing. The other thing is just possible to mention at the moment was there was a request from people to be more in support for training as associates in between corporate events. So what I'm thinking of doing, possibly starting in January, although we have New Year kickoff and then we have a celebration in February, so it might be from March, but is to look at doing an in-touch team training. So I do a regional in-touch team training, and I might lead one, Sarah might lead one, Tina might lead one, but I'm thinking of using Jen Schultz's in-touch team training format, which is really amazing, and she went over that with us earlier in the year at a training event that we had. And the reason that she created that in the first place was to keep small groups together with the momentum and training in between corporate events. So I just thought that's another idea that that we might have as well.
And yeah, thanks for sharing all that, Alice. And just remember this kind of now. We don't need to go into full details what you're going to do and stuff like that. Like, I'm not going to chase you down and say, Alice, when are you doing this? Like, you know what you're going to do. Don't need all the details, but just
I just thought it might be more like,
yeah, if you had anything to add, but we'll yeah, so that's perfect. But did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just wanted to suggest the InTouch team training. If anyone wants to get hold of that slide deck, just let me know. I've got it, and there's a podcast about it as well. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Legend. Thank you so much, Alice. Next on my screen is Minnie and KP. If you could just, if you wanted to add anything, you can pass if you like. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, you're on mute too.
So at this moment, venue to be advised. So for the Auckland team, we've taken on different people, taking different regions, parts of Auckland, because Auckland is so widespread. So we are across the shore. So I'm looking at February, either the 9th or the 10th. Reason being, NYKO in the middle of Jan, and then we have celebration on the 3rd week of Feb. So somewhere in the middle, I thought the 9th would be great, or the 10th, depending on the availability of venues. So, but I will let you guys know, and I will put it up on the event page. And it will be kind of like an opportunity meeting. And later on, after celebration, when I take on another one, I might look at doing a Super Saturday. Yeah. So, cool. But I'll let you guys know. We're committed.
Awesome. Yeah, and that sounds perfect. So, are you guys, you're not doing a meeting for the months that have corporate events on? Is this right, or?
No, we are. We're doing our own sip and sample.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And also,
and you're just going to put them out there as well? You're just going to advertise them out there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Awesome.
So I just saw that now we're just talking about the monthly one. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, we want to increase our activity. So one of the things that we want to keep doing is whatever you want to call it, sip and sample, or whatever we want to call it.
Yeah. Perfect. So
also supporting our team members, especially the newbies, in having their also hosting of events. So currently in Ngatia on the 14th, there's one already scheduled. But again, I will get her to post it on the events page, the events page.
Yeah. Cool, Les. And I really want to challenge everyone to just, even if there's a corporate event on, it's just have something, and make sure we advertise them so everyone else can see. Because we know that there's people that don't come to the corporate events, but it's about regionally keeping that community so strong that people want to come every single month and bring someone along. So yeah, cool.
And I like the fact that Kelvin, I don't know about. I think generally Kiwis don't like to travel too far. I don't know what the deal is. Even up in Auckland, traveling across to the next suburb is like a huge deal.
Oh yeah, because it takes you 3 hours to get across the next suburb.
Yeah. It's I don't know what it is, but I would encourage all leaders here to take the lead, even though it might be some distance away. But just bring in a community and support each other whenever you can. Don't just think that just because it's about maybe 40 minutes, 50 minutes down the line, or even an hour down the line, if you've got nothing scheduled for that day, bring somebody along, or find out who you know in that region.
Cool bananas.
Yeah.
Awesome. Rightio. Moving on. Bridie and Bryce. Hey, let's just keep these really quick, guys. Otherwise, we will be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so Bridie and Bryce, take it away.
Hey guys, so Laura Cook, who is in Gabby's team, has already booked an event prior to UAA. So her event is on the 29th on a Friday evening. And so we've actually started a Wanganui chat where we've organised to get together on the Thursday beforehand to just have a drink and a catch up and really talk about where we see our town going, what we want to bring to it. So those are the kind of two things planned at the moment. Bryce and I kind of just want to see how Gabby runs her team, how Laura's going to run her event. We will definitely commit to monthly on our side. We just don't know, what Laura wants to bring, what Gabby's team wants to bring. Bryce and I are pretty passionate about community, so we have social things planned, like we want to do a beach cleanup, barbecues, like get out in the community first to, I guess, be aware of the type of people we are and the energy we bring to then create that pool. And then we want to maybe start focusing on bigger things and more, I guess, like opportunity meetings and things like that. But to begin with, we want to be really social and just, really create that pool with that positive and uplifting energy, because I feel like that's what Wanganui needs right now.
Cool. And awesome. And I just want to challenge you guys as well, like to have the social events as well, but make sure there's something in the community, whether it be you guys running it or someone else running it or Laura running it, that it is somewhere where people from all over Australia and New Zealand can send people, and they're going to hear it, like learn something about Isogenics or learn something about it. So,
absolutely. We definitely want to do, like, I guess, taster parties or sip and samples.
Whatever you want to call it.
We are committing to that. But I'm just letting you know that there may be more social events woven throughout that.
Fantastic.
As well. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Emma B. Sorry, we can't hear you, Em.
Yeah?
Yep, we've got you now.
Okay, sorry. I've approached my area where I work. We've got a huge, big education room. It's all set up for audio visual. So I'm just negotiating a cheaper price for that at the moment, which would be a great neutral venue for Hawke's Bay. And then talking with Ford and Kirsten, Andrew and Ingrid, trying to do some sip and samples and stuff at people's houses. Mine's out because we're rural and people won't travel, but I'm approaching local schools in our rural area to see if I can hire a classroom for the evening, just try and bring the community centre type thing. I see coming through in Gabby's Hawke's Bay chat page an event's being organised for Saturday the 23rd of November, which is this Saturday, up at Pātoka. So I see it's been advertised there. Unfortunately, I'm on the afternoon shift, so I won't be able to attend that one. But just keen to really get something really happening because Hawke's Bay is flat. So,
Cool, Les. Thank you. Legion. Rachel.
Hi, everyone. I haven't had a chance to catch up with Tori and Audrey and Sandra, but I know that Sandra's busy. We're looking at probably starting next year, and we're doing our own separate, sip and samples where everyone's invited. We just have one this week, and I'll have one next week. At least doing that from start. But we're thinking. Just want to clarify two things. There's the Isogenics ANZ events Facebook page that Shelley started. What? And then there's the Events New Zealand #1team. Are they the same thing?
So the Isogenics ANZ events team page got started about 3 weeks ago. The Events New Zealand 1 team page has been around for years, so it's just been.
Right. I know that one because I'm admin on that one. But the new one that's been started, has that been opened up to Australia? Is that why?
Yeah, because it's Isogenics ANZ. So it's Australia and New Zealand. So it's events across Australia and New Zealand, because there might be someone in Australia that we want to send to an event that might be living in, say, Sydney. So that's where it gets posted. And it's the same kind of thing for us to post in there. So any Aussies can send, people that they know in, say, Wellington or wherever, Hamilton, along to that event as well. And I think that's one thing that Lloyd mentioned is that, man, we're crying out to send like they know people here and they're crying out to send them to our events, but we just haven't been vocal enough advertising them.
Oh, so that's that page. So that'll be, we put those monthly events in there, and then they can invite their Australian.
100%. Yep.
Because I probably wouldn't put like my sipping samples in there and stuff like that. Just be seeing mum on the
Yeah, and just understand that's
advertising to the world where I live. But
yeah,
but like that's private. Like I mean, the monthly ones would add in there, but the Events New Zealand one team would put. So we'd put both. Our monthly events will go on both of those pages, basically. So
100%. So the whole thing about this is having a monthly event across New Zealand where anyone from Australia, New Zealand can send people along. That's the whole idea from it. Your private sip and samples, add them into the Events New Zealand one team page, put them in the other page if you want to, keep them private. But this is about having it once a month, a place where everyone in that region. So whether it be, we're just going to open up our home, have a sip and sample and everything like that. We're okay with doing that. But yeah, if you're not, but that's really what our responsibility is in this group, to have one monthly meeting where anyone from Isogenics can come along, have a good time, or not from Isogenics, come along, have a good time and learn about Isogenics. That's the whole purpose of this.
So when, I keep going back to this, but me and Zelda, when we did the Waikato, we did about 3 before she went up to Whangarei, and we did basic style of I think it was an op meeting, obviously, because we had the slides. So we had the, talked about, Zola, where are you? The products, and then each person in the team talked about, say, events. We chose things to train on. So we had the training afterwards, and we share the stories. It was a brilliant format, Zola? But I think we followed the slides that they've basically put back up for us. So I reckon just keep doing that because it's duplicatable. Just add the slides and, go and do it wherever they want.
And that's fully up to you guys, whatever you want to do. So that's where I kind of just said, it's open, just go hard. Just
so
make
sure. So where are those slides? Because I've
do.
seen the Australian ones, but I can't find the New Zealand ones.
I'm not sure. So but maybe
they're in the same place.
They're in the same place as Gabby.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Isogenics events under ANZ Isogenics events host your own event.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Cool. And so we'll tell you when the Waikato ones are, but I haven't had a chance to talk to Audrey and Tori, but Sandra can't do this year, so we probably won't do a big event this year, just do different samples this year and get it straight into it next year.
Yeah, cool. And I was thinking the same thing until Shelley challenged me to do one before Christmas.
So you're going to do an op meeting one. I'll probably do that at my house next Tuesday. I'll do the whole thing.
That's cool, but it's one that you can. It's one that anyone from Isogenics ANZ can send people to. So I'll do one. I'm thinking my one is the week before the Saturday the 13th. I want to do one in there, but it might just be an event at my house, and I'll just invite to. I'll just put it out to everyone. So that's the challenge, is having a monthly meeting where anyone from Isogenics can come. Your usual ones, if you don't want people to know where your house is and you just want to have a private thing, that's cool. But this is about having the monthly meeting.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
From Isogenics
yeah.
Come, Cool.
Cool, thanks.
Was there anything else on that, or you're sweet?
I think I'm sweet. Just need to catch up with Audrey and Tori and
Yeah. On to them. Trace, you're next.
Hey everyone, I'll keep it short and sweet because I've got to be up at 3. I'm a little bit tired. So our team have already booked it. Leon and, God forbid, Reese and Vanita, we've booked it. We're actually having our first op meeting next Thursday night. We've booked the event. We've done the flyer. We've registered with corporate. 30-day pack's on its way. I guess we were just wanting to jump on tonight before we start posting it everywhere, just to make sure. Someone was saying that if we're going to have op meetings, we should pretty much keep it the same across the board of New Zealand, so that if we want to send someone to an op meeting, we know what we're sending them into. So I guess we just wanted to know about the slides, which obviously has just been mentioned.
Yeah.
We're just going to finalise everything tomorrow. We're just going to bring the energy back in, have fun, have music playing. We'll have some samples, some bars and stuff happening when we get there, and just
cool.
Let's get into it.
I'm not going to go too in depth and say this is what you have to present and everything. We all do the same thing. It will be generally the same thing, I'm guessing. I don't think anyone's going to go way left field and do anything really different. Yeah, I guess, but I didn't want to say like, hey, look, we're all doing op meetings, because I know some people just want to say for their monthly meeting that they're going to have whatever they want to have, like at their house or whatever. Like I'm probably going to have some at my house and just have a really casual taster party. People can come around, still learn about Osteogenics, share some stories, everything like that. Rooker might decide to do the same thing at his place the next month, then we might have an op meeting the following month or a Super Saturday or whatever. But I didn't want to make it so strict, and I don't think anyone at that meeting wanted to make it so strict where we only done those slides and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We just wanted to double check, which is
Yeah.
why we jumped last night. But we're fully booked. We're committed. First one's next week, and then we'll probably be able to fit in another one before Christmas as well. So
Boom.
we're on
Love the initiative.
Done.
And I can't wait to send some people along. That's going to be
Awesome.
the best thing. So when it's and I guess here's something for all of us to be responsible at, is when we're advertising it in the ANZ Facebook page or the Osteogenics events page, is actually say what it's going to be. It's like, say it's going to be like, maybe give a brief little rundown so people can tell the people going along what to expect. If someone goes along thinking it's a taster party and it's an opportunity meeting, then they need to know that. And I think that's just be really clear in when you put your event up in the events ANZ page or in the Osteogenics One team, just give a clear message about what it actually is and how it's going to run. I think that'll save a lot of things if everyone's all good for that. Perfecto. Kylie.
Hi everybody. I'm still chatting with Anna. We're just trying to organise how we can catch up actually right now.
Okay. Perfect.
To Zoom and actually just brainstorm a wee bit. So we are both committed to doing something monthly. So
awesome.
That's what we did agree on, and we just got to get our ducks in a row really. So we will keep posted.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, and cheers for the honesty as well. I'm looking forward to it. Donna, I'll come back and talk to you later. Sandra.
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep, can hear.
Yep, sweet. Yeah, we're pretty much like Kylie and Anna. Zola and I are yet to catch up, but we're pretty much on the same page anyway. So we'll definitely get some stuff sorted, and yeah, most likely before Christmas we'll definitely get started.
Boom. Thank you so much.
That's me, done.
Awesome. Short and sharp, I love it. Diane.
Hi guys. I'm really excited about this actually. I feel like I've been floating around Nelson all by myself, and I've already linked up with, well, I'm friends with Jackie anyway, but I've linked up with the two people that was suggested at the leadership meeting on Friday. We are going to have a meeting as soon as Kath gets back. She's not back yet, but we've already thought of a venue which is sort of halfway between all the regions. It's a free place that we can go and maybe do an op meeting or something like that, because we don't really, unless some big leader comes to our town, we don't actually get anything here in Nelson, and nobody's stepped up and done anything. So it's quite nice to link hands with another team, because I've sort of felt like I've been on my own. So it's really cool.
That's what you guys are going to create, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to, just from our chat so far, we're going to do a monthly meeting of some sort in the same place every month, so that if people want to come, they know exactly where they're going to go. But we're all still going to be doing our own little tasting parties and things within our own teams. Jackie's already booked a party Friday night, so we've already got a tasting party going in Motueka.
Awesome.
She's very good at advertising that everywhere as well. So, yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Sounds like you guys are rocking it. Thanks so much. Anna, I guess you'll go off what Kylie was saying. So we'll go to Gabs. Oh, did you want to say something quickly?
I just wanted to ask, I don't know if it's already been mentioned, but Shelley's just put it in the group chat on the ANZ page. You can just search events and all the events will come up. Just to make it more easier, can we put the location in the title?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea.
Well, for instead of clicking on, okay, there's a date on the 14th. Oh, that's in Dunedin. I don't know. But if it's in the title, it's just straight through. You've got people you can send to those places because you know where your prospects are.
I think that sounds like a brilliant idea because there could be a million sip and samples, but if it says sip and sample Dunedin, you know it's going to be in Dunedin.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Gabster, if you're still on reception.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here. I'm probably going to lose reception any second now, so if I cut out, I'm gone. I'm just driving into the hills in the Coromandel. But yeah, so this Sunday I've got the Summer Festival at my house, so that is an awesome event for anyone to come along to. We'll be talking about this.
Oh no.
Community, like a festival stuff forward. I'm on January in KO. February we've got Mini, March we've got yeah, so we've got all the events locked in, one per month, and yeah, I'm hosting the first one in December, so I'll create the link and send it around. But this event is this Sunday at my place in the festival. Woo-hoo!
Awesome.
They lost you.
No, we got you for a little bit, so I think we heard you for a bit. So awesome. Thanks, Gabs, and thanks for filling us in. So that's gonna be wicked.
Yep. Send anyone to the festival, and I'll look after them for you. And then yeah, the next event's gonna be at my house. Again, it's gonna be in December, a big op meeting. Yeah, and I'll create that in a second.
Awesome. Wicked. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Zola, did you want to add anything, or you kind of covered?
Nah, Sandra's all good. We work together up here, so yeah.
Beautiful. Legends. Leon, did you want to add anything, my bro?
Nah, man.
Cousin Leon, love it. Sweet, bro. Thank you. Nancy.
Hey everyone, speaking of Dunedin, so here I am in Dunedin.
Yeah.
I'm planning for a monthly one starting in December, early December. I'm lucky to have Calvin coming to Dunedin in January, so we're planning the next event in January with him there as well, which is really cool. So if anyone's visiting, let me know. And we should do the same. If ever any of us is traveling around, please let the people know so that they can take advantage of, another story being shared. You said you had a contact in Dunedin. Donna, is that someone you can put me in touch with? Calvin?
Yeah, Donna's actually on the call.
Was that Donna there?
She's,
so hello,
she
darling.
slipped in there.
Cool. So we definitely need to meet for coffee. So I'd love to do that. And then we can talk venues, and you had some ideas on that. So the only thing I'll add to what everyone else said, which I love, my urgency, I'm definitely going to do December, January, February, because I'm leaving mid-February back to Canada before I come back again. So I'd love to be able to just empower people here to keep those going. So that's the goal. Absolutely. I'm wondering whether, and Gabby can agree to this or not, but if we had kind of a tour of duty continued kind of banner that we could use for our events, or a little flyer if we wanted to do, or make our own. I thought if we kind of had this branding that we're doing something similar with different cities, how cool would that be? It would just be like, once again, showing a little bit more unity. If anyone's really good with that kind of stuff, just an idea I'm going to throw out there. And Alice, I would love the In Touch team training that you got.
Awesome.
That's it for me.
Perfect. Yeah, I really like that. United kind of feel. We'll go from there. Whatever everyone wants to do. So, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Welcome.
And thank you coming all the way from Canada just for our UIA, and then, first of all, you had to grab a man first, and just to come to our UIA, we're so grateful for that. So, thanks so much.
I'll let them know. You're all very grateful.
Awesome. And then the last person I got in here is Sarah. I know you weren't at the at UIA, but did you want to add anything going with the Christchurch crew?
I don't know. I think I'm mad as big. I don't know if that is coming up. It's a really big weird bug that just came into the house. It's always when it actually goes, but no, I'm going to be touching base with Anna and Kylie, and we will go from there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the process of organising NKO and delegating some of that as well. So for us, there's always lots going on in Christchurch, but this sounds great to be able to collaborate as a whole region, then also link that through to ANZ. Sounds cool.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head. Absolutely, it's all about collaboration and just having something where we can send someone all the time. So, which I think is the most important thing. But everyone's had a little chat. So, guys, I'm going to shut down this call. Thank you so much for all jumping on. And please just get the ball rocking and rolling. I'm excited to see all these events start popping up in Events New Zealand page and in the ICGNX ANZ page. I think that's what I'm most excited about. And like, think outside the box. Like Bridie was saying, social event, but getting new people, something that we can get new people along to. Like I did an event with Scott Wood, and it was all about sport and energy and performance, something that we got started for and very passionate about. Like, make it your own. Make your region just have something for people to be able to go to every month. And hey, even if it's just for existing customers and associates to go to and catch up and have a drink at, or spin a yarn, or whatever that new people can come to as well. I think that's, it's just so many ideas for what we can do and really explode this. So again, thank you so much for coming on tonight, and I will see you guys soon. Lots of love.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kelvin. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys.